I understand Mr. Atong Ang sir is requesting for an executive session.
Then I have an opinion about the executive session later. Medyo alanganin ako doon.
Your Honor, pwede ako salita muna?
Executive session with Mr. Ang.
The executive session that was being requested by Mr. Atong Ang is for him to give, sabi niya may bibigay daw siya ng mga useful information for this committee na hindi pwede niyang ilabas sa publiko. So that is why I am inclined to grant. Anyway, tayo naman lahat, wala mang milagro na mangyayari doon dahil tayong lahat naman physically present will be invited. Thank you, Minority Leader. For the record, I would like to recognize also, acknowledge the presence of, physical presence of Senator Coco Pimentel. Thank you for coming over. And also, we have here the opening statement of Senator Joel Villanueva. We will just insert this into the records. And also, I would like to spread into the records that this humble representation is also in receipt of a letter coming from the Kagawad ng Katarungan, Department of Justice, duly signed by the Undersecretary Emeline Aglipay Villar, stating, among others, their stand on the legislative franchise of Isabong. So, Comsec, please insert this into the records. Yes, sir.
Mr. Chairman,
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead,
just to wrap up the issue with Parkour, no, para matuloy na yung ibang mga issue natin gusto talakayin. When you say violations, no, na hindi na kailangan ng clearance or whatever, pag kami violations yung binigyan nyo ng lisensya, yun definitely pwede nyo suspend agad or
Opo.
pwede nyo
May gradation po ng steps.
Ano itong mga violations?
Halimbawa po, nagpalaro sila ng minor. Pag nahuli po yan, bawat isang minor na laro, bawat laro, magbabayad sila ng 100,000. Pagkatapos po, pag ika-third violation, suspendido na po ang lisensya nila. Pag hindi sila nakapagbayad ng minimum na 75 million a month as minimum guaranteed fee to government, at yun po ay hindi nila nabayaran, nakukumpiska po yung kanilang cash performance bond na 75 million. Pag sa next month din po, hindi pa rin sila nakabayad, yun po, suspendido na ang license. Kaya po yung kanilang binanggit ninyo, yung Golden Buzzer, suspendido po ang license nila kasi hindi pa sila nakakabayad ng arrears nila sa PAGCOR. At yung pa pong iba. Kung siguro po, kung na-prove,
Ano po yung mga iba? Ano po yung mga
yun po yung mga importante. Yun po ang,
but can you submit to us a copy of, para madali
yes,
na lang?
sir. We'll give
A copy
you
of the violations that will allow you to suspend
Opo.
any license issued. Ano yung mga violation na?
Pwede po namin i-submit ngayon.
Sige, please. Kung mahaba-haba yan, i-submit mo na lang kung
Opo.
may silang basahin nyo.
Pwede ibigay.
The page, the Senate page for the committee. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. From here, I understand Mr. Atong Ang sir is requesting for an executive session from us. So, doon tayo mabaya sa lounge with Mr. Atong Ang, but you deliver.
Your Honor.
For PAGCOR, before we leave PAGCOR, Mr. Chairman, can I ask questions?
Yeah, you have the floor, ma'am.
Then I have an opinion about the executive session later. Medyo alanganin ako doon.
Your Honor, pwede akong salita muna?
Executive session with Mr. Ang. Well, anyway.
Well, just to be clear, Senator Coco Pimentel, the executive session that was being requested by Mr. Atong Ang is for him to give, sabi niya may bibigay daw siya ng mga useful information for this committee na hindi pwede niyang ilabas sa publiko. So that is why I am inclined to grant. Anyway, tayo naman lahat, wala mang milagro na mangyayari doon dahil tayong lahat naman physically present will be invited.
Well,
Kasama ka.
anyway, I'll just ask PAGCOR.
Your Honor, pwede po.
Wala pa po.
You have the floor, you have the floor.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr.
Your Honor, pwede po magsalita muna?
May I will recognize you. Senator
Yes,
Coco Pimentel.
Kay Chairperson na Domingo, yung pong mga lack of CCTVs, mga ganon, failure to cooperate with the law enforcement investigation, you cannot cite this as justifiable reasons under the license contract to suspend their operations.
Yun po kasing opinion na nakuha namin, dinichotomize po ang sabong sa isabong. Pag po yung sabong, kung saan nangyayari ang laro, ang responsibilidad po niyan ay ang local government unit at saka po yung operator at owner ng cockpit. Sinabi po precisely to respect that. Kami po, yung streaming, talaga pong in-monitor namin yan kasi po yung mga electronic bets ang aming minomonitor. In fact, we have a group with our CMED who is doing nothing 24/7 but look into the different addresses that are supposed to be betting in the legally licensed sabong pero hindi kasama dun sa listahan namin na authorized. Yung po, periodically, like just a few days ago, we reported about 100 illegally operating e-sabong websites and addresses. Binibigay po namin yun sa DICT para po i-block nila at hindi makapagtaya.
Sige.
Yun po ang trabaho.
Ma'am, the lawyers of PAGCOR cannot find a provision in the license contract which will justify the suspension of the operations of the e-sabong licenses because of this issue na 31, 34 na ngayon ng
Opo.
disappeared who may all be dead. So wala, all your lawyers cannot find
Ito
a
po,
general statement there or any provision there which you can use?
katulad po ng sinabi namin kanina, kung ano po ang magiging feedback mula po sa Malacanang at sa pag-uusap ko mamaya kay Executive Secretary, meron na po kaming different scenarios. Pag sinabi po sabi na huwag i-suspend, paano ang gagawin namin? Pero pag sinabi na suspend, kailangan din po namin na magkaroon ng kahit na paanong protection naman against lawsuits and against COA assessment. Kaya po ang sinabi namin, isa-isa namin...
What is this COA, ma'am? Ano ba to? The COA is forcing you to earn 75 million a month from all of these licenses?
From each.
And from each. And then if you suspend and then there is no cash inflow of 75, you COA will blame you kahit buhay ang because you're doing this for 34 lives.
Opo, loss of revenues. Ganyan din po ang nangyari sa Bureau of Immigration eh. Kasi po sinabihan sila ng presidente noon nabawasan ng singil sa iCard. Yun pong binawas nila hanggang ngayon charge sa kanila.
Yeah.
Your Honor.
Okay, ma'am, sige, as the regulator, actually you're the regulator of e-sabong, ano? When you heard about this news, nag-umpisa na, I think nag-umpisa to 5, 7, 12, gano'n. Did you, as the regulator, even lift a finger to ask about what is happening?
Yes, we said,
Sige, can you prove to us what you did?
bakit hindi nanghuhuli ang pulis? Bakit nagkakaganito? Eh may mga ginagawa na palang meron na palang CCTV.
Sino pong sinulatan ninyo o sino tinanong ninyo?
Kasi nga po,
Did you even write to each of the 7 licensees asking them, are you involved in this? Do you have anything to do with this?
no,
You did not write them. You did not call them. Did you not talk to them?
because we did not presume them to have anything to do with it.
Yun na nga, but the news reports also place the venue of the abduction or of the disappearances or the origin of the disappearances. Sana as regulator, you're paid 75 million regulation fee to regulate. Di ba ganun po meaning nun, di ba? When there's a license fee, binibigay yan. Ibig sabihin nun, gastos yan for the regulation by the licensor of the licensee. Pwede kayo nagpapunta ng mga tao doon. 75 million yung budget nyo for each licensee to regulate them.
Yung pong 75 million, 70% po yun goes directly to the national government because of mandatory contributions enacted by Congress.
Okay, so 30%. Magkano yun? 22.5 million.
Lumabas po yata itong mga ganitong abductions at kidnappings late last year. At sinasabi ko nga, bakit ang nangyayari dito? Allegations yan. At marami rin po kaming tinanong kung ano nangyayari dito. Ang sabi, culture yan ng sabong eh. Kahit daw dun sa, hindi ko po alam ang sabong eh. kahit daw doon sa mga local na sabong, pag may nanghuling ng bidadaya, talaga daw pong pinaparusahan ng mga sabongero. Ang iniisip naman po namin, ang iniisip ko po, kung bigla na lang ako magtanong, baka naman sabihin ng licensees, bakit pati ikaw akala mo kami gumagawa nito? Napakahirap po ng posisyon namin eh.
Ma'am, talaga mahirap ang PAGCOR,
Oo.
talaga mahirap ang
Oo.
but you're compensated well for a difficult job. Ganun po yun. Di ba?
I can show you my
Ma'am, ganito
salaries.
kasi, inassume na ng PAGCOR ang regulation ng isabong eh. So, that's it. That's part now of your job description. So, nangyari ang mga disappearances, mukhang konektado sa isabong, therefore bagsak siya sa jurisdiction ninyo, whether you like it or not, whether you know something about isabong or not. Therefore, you ask your people, how many employees, how many staff do you have? Mag-meeting kayo, what is this isabong? Anong kultura rito? So, ganun sana. Ganun sana. Kung ako nasa sa inyo as the regulator. Pero, that's what I need to know. When you heard about this news, what actions did you take as the regulator? Which you can prove that you took.
When we heard about this, I think this was November or December that it came to a point. We actually said, bakit nangyayari to? Hindi ba nahuhuli? Doon pala sa sabungan mismo na jurisdiction ng may-ari at ng nangyayari ang abduction. Meron na palang lead, meron na palang CCTV, meron na palang nagrereklamo. Wala po kasi nagreklamo sa amin na sinabi sa amin na merong guilty sa mga licensees namin eh. Kung meron sana nagreklamo, papa-investiga rin namin to the best of our ability. O kaya sasabihan namin ng NBI, who usually helps us in these kinds of investigation. Wala po kami na-receive eh.
It's too early to talk about guilt. Ang gusto ko lang sabihin, as regulator, there is bad news about the area of activity you are regulating. Ganon ba? So, ano ba ito? The people are disappearing, presumed to be dead, in relation to isabong. Isabong is being regulated by us. We only know of 7 licensees. Don't we ask the 7 licensees? Give us information about this because we are your regulator. Kung ganun lang sana. Pero if you did not take these steps, okay na lang po yun. History na yan eh. Past is past eh. But at any rate, you can still take those steps. And so that, we have, meron tayong mga one government approach. Ito, 34 people disappearing. Ayaw natin ng one government approach. Magtulungan po tayong lahat. 34 lives.
We will take your recommendation seriously and we will meet with the 7. Although 6 na lang po ngayon kasi wala na yung golden buzzer.
Mr. Chairman, thank you.
Thank you, Senator Pimentel. Senator Tolentino, you have the floor.
I'd like to address this to PAGCOR chairman or perhaps the Office of the Solicitor General is here. They can weigh in. I see with my reading glasses the presence of the Undersecretary of Justice. You can also weigh in. Ang tanong ko po ganito. You saw an opening to license isabong. Nagtanong po kayo sa Office of the Solicitor General, nagtanong kayo sa Department of Justice, eventually nagtanong kayo sa Office of the Executive Secretary. Being a former lawmaker yourself, bakit hindi po kayo nagtanong sa Kongreso, sa Senado, kung ano yung dapat gawin? Pinabasa ko po uli, kagaya nung sinabi ko nung nakaraang hearing, nahilo na ako sa kababasa dito sa Republic Act 9487. Ito po yung written text. Wala naman po nakalagay dito na isabong. Bakit hindi po kayo lumapit sa Kongreso para humingi ng batas, isama yung isabong bilang amendment na Republic Act 9487? Ma'am.
Sir, unang-una po, hindi po namin initiate ang mga pag-aas ng opinion na to. Kami po ay tinawag sa Office of the President at sinabihan po kami na nababahala ang presidente na sa pangangailangan ng pondo para dito sa pandemya na maraming reports na nakakarating sa kanya na kung bakit bilyon-bilyon ang kita sa isabong pero walang nakukuhang benepisyo ang gobyerno. At dahil doon sa several meetings na yon, ang sabi po namin, meron na nga po kami sanang tinanong sa OSG noong 2018 at sinabi naman nila na talagang pwede dahil sa charter namin, pwede kami sa online magbigay ng lisensya. Pero po dahil doon ay OSG, syempre po, mas binding ang DOJ, tinanong po namin sa Office of the President kung pwede kaming magtanong ulit sa DOJ. Kasi po, gusto namin talagang manigurado. Hindi po sa amin ang galing ang initiative na i-regulate ang isabong, kundi doon sa grave concern that it goes unabated, unregulated, and with no benefit to the government. So, lumabas nga po yung DOJ opinion, at dahil doon sa DOJ opinion na yon, nag-issue sa Executive Secretary ng memorandum for the President sa amin na re-recognize ang authority namin to regulate isabong, at nag-proceed po kami sa paggawa ng mga operations manual at saka mga standard operating procedures. At nagsimula na rin po kaming tumanggap ng applications.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Pero hawak ko dito yung letter ninyo, January 28, 2021, Annex B of your letter sent to me, that the first paragraph reads, and I quote, "This refers to your request for a legal opinion coming from the Department of Justice." So,
Opo.
lumapit po kayo, dumulog po kayo sa kagawaran ng katarungan. Ang tanong ko kanina, babalik ko ulit, bakit hindi po kayo dumulog sa Kongreso?
Under sa executive branch po, dumulog po kami sa DOJ kasi nga po, sinabihan kami na kailangan ma-regulate ang isabong.
Kahit po
Siyempre
alam niya namang walang batas, bilang dati mambabatas, alam niya sa Republic Act 9487, hindi naman po nakalagay yung isabong. And Department of Justice, you can butt in if you want. Hindi ko maintindihan din sa Department of Justice saan nyo hinagilap itong inyong interpretation na kahit walang batas, isinalaksak niyo doon na pwede kayong maglagay ng isabong, pwedeng magkaroon ng isabong. Mr. President, Mr. Chairman, siguro po at the end of this hearings, investigation, tatlo po yung maliwanag dito na nakikita ko, bukod doon sa mga nawawalang mga kababayan natin. Unang-una, meron bang karapatan ang PAGCOR na mag-issue ng lisensya? Wala po sa batas. Ang isabong po ba ay nakalagay sa permissible forms of gambling? Wala po sa batas. Ang PAGCOR po ba ay allowed mag-share bilang parang rider na nakalagay doon sa Supreme Court case ng Jaworski versus PAGCOR, nakalagay din po doon sa Del Mar versus PAGCOR, nakalagay din po doon sa Fontana case ng parang rider. Wala po yan sa batas. So yun po yung magiging maliwanag dito na gusto kong maliwanagan sa Department of Justice. Ini-excuse ko na kayo, ma'am, kahit yung legal team nyo. Department of Justice, saan nyo po nakuha itong authority for you to have an interpretation that isabong is can be part of the functions of PAGCOR, can be regulated, can be declared as legal, even if there is no legal basis. And I refer this to you, I have read your record, Attorney Orta, and I refer this to you, basic in your law school. Our law is a written law. Kung ano yung nakalagay sa batas, yun yung batas. Pag hindi nakalagay sa batas, it is not written. Our law is a democratically adopted law. Pinasa ng Kongreso, na-approve sa mga committee, at hindi po ginagawa ito ng kagawaran ng katarungan. Ang ating pong batas ay pinapasa sa Kongreso.